Maraming salamat, Titos and Titas sa Manila. Mabuhay kayong lahat! More people have gotten to watch the videos at marami na mga criticism. We blocked all of you, but despite that, sabi nga nila, you've got to look a bit more millennial. I wanted to talk to a guy who's an expert when it comes to vlogging. Talagang kilalang kilala. We have over here Cantada of Cantada. Mas palakpakan na nasa paksa. Pakita mo kayo. I've known Chris before he had hair in body parts he didn't know just yet.
Yes.
Parang kami dalawa, yung tinatawag ng, what's that word again sa Tagalog? Totoy! Mga totoy kami! We're proud to be totoy. What I found out from him, he makes money out of vlogging. Is that true? Vlogging is what you do for a living?
Yes, it's what I do for a living, yes.
So you basically go around and you wear costumes?
I wear spandex to the office.
Wow! Para siyang superhero na walang superpower. Ang galing mo talaga. I just want to ask, so you become such a big vlogger since 2013, diba?
Yeah.
2013 is when you started off. But then you needed to have some kind of like a handle when you came online. I mean, you were before in a band, then all of a sudden you transitioned.
This whole YouTube thing came by accident. Even when I was with Sponge Cola, I was a very loud geek. I cosplayed as stormtroopers. I loved collecting toys. So the Power Rangers thing came out because at that time when I started, it was the 20th anniversary of Power Rangers. So my whole Facebook feed was all, "Ooh, Power Rangers, oh, babalik sila, blah, blah, blah." I was a Power Rangers fan super when I was a kid, but I was a fat kid, as you know, from the Totoy days. A fat Power Ranger. You know, kids are mean. So now that I got a bit thinner, at that time, 2013, I decided, I think it's time for me to wear spandex. So I had a costume, full costume, but I figured it wasn't complete if I didn't do the "It's morphin' time" na video, then transform. So I made one little stupid video, and then I let it be. For like 6 months, I did drumming, I did music, and then I just came back, may YouTube channel pala ako. I'll check what's happening. And then, whoa, what's this? Hundreds of thousands of views.
Wow! You didn't even know the whole time.
I made another one. I let it be again. And then biglang, hundreds of thousands again. So I started to, stuff like that pa rin, but with stories. Like a narrative, fan films, comedy skits. And then, it all...
so you came out na, yung inner geek mo talaga lumabas na dyan. Everything came out, huh?
Everything, it came out. It came,
huh? That's very interesting, huh? I'm glad your wife is happy about all you coming out.
I know.
Did you actually meet your wife before or after naging Power Ranger ka?
Before
pa. So, parang tinatago mo lang sa kanya when you were this...
No, she knew what she was getting herself into.
After you came out pa, sabi niya, "I don't know what you're doing, but I love you nonetheless."
Yes.
But my wife feels the same way about you. so okay lang sa'yo.
Yeah.
No, I've always had this big question in my head kasi when I was growing up, wala na Power Rangers eh. Alam ko yung Star Rangers.
Star Rangers, okay. I think Star Rangers was even before my time.
Huh?
I think when you were a kid, I was an embryo.
Which is just a few years lang.
Couple of decades, you know.
Wala nang disclosure dyan. Okay.
Star Ranger is the Philippine version of this series called Go Ranger, which is Super Sentai. For those of you who don't know, Super Sentai is a Japanese Power Ranger show, basically, because the Power Rangers, they actually got the footage from these Japanese shows. All the American footage are the actors playing. They're having scenes here and there, but once they are in costume na, it's all Japanese footage.
So cut and paste lang pala yan?
Cut and paste! In the original, in the Japanese footage, the Yellow Ranger was a guy. So if you guys know Mighty Morphing Power Rangers, you'll notice the Pink Ranger's the only one in a skirt. The Yellow Ranger has pants. But I guess they didn't want to risk at that time to have a male character wearing yellow. Did you notice that the Black Ranger, they cast a black person? Yellow Ranger, they cast a Asian, So
hindi stereotype, ha?
Not at all.
Sa Pilipinas, Japanese character na subtitle na lang, di ba?
Yeah. Dub, they like Bioman, Masked Man, 5-man. I think they all dubbed it in Filipino na.
In Japan, it means that Super Sentai show, lahat ng Star Ranger, Power Ranger was from that Super Sentai.
When they got the rights of this particular season, which they matched to the first season of Power Rangers, nagsabay-sabay na. So every time that Super Sentai comes out with a season, from the start, they get the rights to the costumes. All the monsters, they have it shipped to the States. So if they, because eventually they didn't want to just cut and paste. The Japanese said, you have to match what we're wearing
with what you're wearing on the show. Wow, Chris, you're such a geek, huh? I can't believe it. You probably know this better than Philippine history, yung Super Sentai.
That's true. That's possible.
After seeing Sick Pirate Titos and Titas Manila, gusto mag-vlog na, di ba?
Okay.
So the question is right now, paano sila magsimula? Like, maybe, what are some tips that you want to start off?
Just to make it clear, I'm not a vlogger at the general sense of the word. What I do, I create content like fan films and comedy sketches, primarily Power Rangers. So for you, I guess the first step is to know or find out what you want this channel to be.
Okay.
Because if it's people who subscribe to you want to watch why they subscribe to you for. So if my first video was like Power Rangers or superheroes and someone subscribed to me, if I do a cooking thing in the middle, they will either not watch it or they'll unsubscribe or they'll...
Parang wala na si interest nila.
Yes. Okay. You are in the embryotic stage, so you're still... It's still okay.
Ako yung embryo ngayon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You want to see what clicks. But I think Titos of Manila, it's a good title, my friend.
Thank you. Pasado na, di ba? On my way to the awards. So,
when you start out, you're lucky that you have this really nice 10-man crew, not 3-man crew.
Okay lang yan.
Because that's what I use also.
Si Yaya, si Manong, di ba? Thank you, ha?
Si Daddy.
Si Daddy dyan. Dad, thanks, ha?
For the Titos out there, you can experiment with just, a camera. The most popular vlogging camera now is the Canon G7X.
Hindi kami endorsers, pero Canon G7X.
It's because it's like the camera that you can flip. So when you do your vlogging, you can see yourself. Yeah. But you don't have to have, all of these things if you're starting out. You just want to experiment because you don't know yet what you're going to do.
You have several awards there. The biggest one there is your YouTube mo, di ba?
Yeah.
What does that award mean?
That award is called the Silver Play Button. It means if you reach 100,000 subscribers.
Wow!
Yeah.
Talaga? I'm like about 99,000 to go. Parang 99,500, but more or less malapit na rin.
So what's nice about YouTube, if you're consistent, I've been doing this for like almost 4 years. It took me 3 years to reach 100,000, but it took me less than a year to double that. So now I'm in 300 plus thousand subscribers now. So if you're really consistent, hopefully the exponential, it'll be like that.
How many per week dapat may labas na mga vlog?
I haven't stopped releasing at least one video a week ever since I started.
Yaya. Yaya, ha? Okay, once a week.
The more you put out, that sounded bad. The more videos you release,
So may release, may put out.
It's obvious. The more views you're gonna get, diba?
Okay.
That's why there are vloggers who do every day. Daily vlog. Now that's hard.
Nakakapagod yan.
But there are people who can, like Will Dasovich, he does that. And if you get 100,000 views in one video, you release another one tomorrow, it reaches 100, that's 200,000!
Wow! Bakit di ka pa kinukuha bilang Power Rangers sa States? I mean, since ginagawa mo rin to, I'm sure you've met the original Power Rangers, yung Japanese, pati yung American.
That is true, Tito.
See?
But I feel, as a fan, I wouldn't want to see me in the real. I'm like, who's this schmuck? I actually work with Power Rangers actors, some of the original in my fan films. I have like almost 10 that featured the original Green Ranger from 1995, Jason David Frank.
Wow. And it's a big geek. My jacket would just fall down.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
No. Since this is a niche market, Power Rangers, I mean, a lot of people tell me, oh, you should branch out. But I've already started this following. When I branch out, I do crossovers, but there still has to have a Power Rangers element. So there are perks that for me, it's just as good as being a real Power Ranger. Actually, if you come to think of it, in My Earth 2, I'm actually a Power Ranger because I release a weekly show which you can call a TV series as well, that I play a Power Ranger.
Parang web series na ikaw yan in the unofficial canon.
Yes.
Kasama ka dyan. That's geek talk for you.
I know.
Diba?
I'm not an actual Power Ranger, but actual Power Rangers are working for me, right,
diba?
Tito?
Yeah, that's how Titos work. People nowadays, they call pa nga cosplay, diba? Parang now, you're proud to wear your costume.
For those Titos and Titas out there who don't know what cosplay is, it's just two words put together. Costume role play. Oh, mind blown. So it's not just about wearing the costume, it's about being the character. Being role play. Not that type of role play.
Okay, so sayang, that's what I thought, but that's okay. That's okay.
Costume role play. Now, it has come to a point where the kids of yesteryear, like me, they were geeks then who loved to wear costumes, but now we have the ability to actually make our own costumes, and even some are so talented to make it screen accurate. When you're a kid and you've always wanted to wear these costumes na tela-tela lang, tapos you wear your rubber shoes, and you come to a point where you're an adult and you can actually wear and look like the characters. Won't you do it? Won't you do it?
Chris, I mean, I'm looking around here. Chris, pwede mo mag-cosplay rin ako.
Of course! But we're just not gonna wear costumes just now, like putting them on. We are gonna do it Chris Cantada 4 style, and that's to morph into your costume.
Why? I'm going to morph! May budget ka ba for morphing?
The costume I'm gonna let you wear is from a Power Rangers series called Power Rangers in Space. And this, my friend, is their morpher.
Wow. Original yan.
Original...
From Quiapo?
Original toy.
Original
morpher.
toy. Okay.
So it's gonna be, let's rock it! Okay, ready?
I can't believe you could do that so seriously. Galing talaga.
Yeah.
May project talaga.
Diaphragm.
Parang puso mo yan.
So let's rock it!
Okay,
1, 2, 3, go!
Let's rock it! Aray. Isa pa.
Diba?
Let's rock it!
RJ, I'm so sorry. I forgot to do some specifications. But you get the idea, guys, right? Spandex. You're still a Power Ranger. You just have to put your helmet in a strategic location.
Okay.
Right? Like that.
Ako makita yung powers ko eh.
Yeah.
Dito muna to.
Okay.
Medyo...
But you look good. You look good.
Well,
Form-fitting, but...
Form-fit. So, how do you manage it? Kasi ikaw, pag nag-outfit ka na ganito, how do you... Like for example, ito, medyo...
You work out.
When it works up, but when it gets a bit cold, so other parts might become a bit... How do you manage?
In the Power Rangers world, we sometimes wear undersuits under this.
Ang init niyan.
Exactly. That's why sometimes we don't. And for the nether region.
The one I have to power up with. May helmet ako ngayon. For my powers.
We use what they call dancer's belt. It's what male ballet dancers wear to keep everything in a place, secure fashion. Fold and tuck.
Thank you for this opportunity.
You're welcome.
But I've always wanted to dress like a Power Ranger, not necessarily the Pink Ranger, but I'm still okay. I'm still very
just
thankful.
Like in your YouTube channel, you're still trying to find yourself.
Trying to find myself.
And apparently Pink found you.
Yes. Chris, I really appreciate you appearing on the show. Thanks so much. But before that, you know what? There's been a lot to be said about your collection, Chris. And it's a really great collection over here of Chris Cantada Force. If you guys want, the next episode, we will feature the collection of Chris Cantada. How do I get out of the outfit?
I think I have a appointment that I have to go
Wait,
to.
iba to time delay. Di ba nawawala na lang ito? Hindi. So guys, for more comments, inquiries, suggestions, please send us a message on the YouTube channel. Maraming salamat. Thanks so much. Chris, let's rock it. Let's rock it. Rockin' wala talaga. Let's rock. Oh no.